Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you. That was really, really good. All right. So I got a little joke. A guy spots a sign outside a house that reads, "Talking dog for sale." Intrigued, he walks in. "So what have you done with your life?" he asks the dog. "I've led a very full life," says the dog. "I lived in the Alps rescuing avalanche victims. Then I served my country in Iraq, and now I spend my days reading to the residents of a retirement home." The guy is flabbergasted. He asks the dog's owner, "Why on earth would you want to get rid of an incredible dog like that?" The owner says, "Because he's a liar. He's never left the backyard." It's all in our perspective, right? It's all in our perspective. So my talk today is the Yellow Brick Road to Freedom. And Reverend Judy Chapman, please stand up. She is from the San Clemente Center, and her mother, June, they come here. And Judy and I were in the same ministerial graduating class with a lot of the people you're going to see in this. I gave this talk about maybe 5, 6 years ago, and this is the extended version of the version I gave for my ministerial test. You have to give a little talk. And so this is the Yellow Brick Road to Freedom. So freedom is the quality of being which knows no limits, is bound by no restrictions, and upon which can be no requirements of any kind. Freedom is the natural state of the soul. Therefore, freedom is our natural state of being, except we don't feel like it sometimes. We believe sometimes that we are in bondage, and we're looking for some answers. And so you may believe that you have come of your own free will and accord, but the fact is that the finger of God has touched you, and it is God who has pushed you into a spiritual direction. So when we look at some of the challenges in our life, we think, it's just happened or we've created it, but what if the universe knows what your soul wants and is saying, "It's time to wake up, you're not paying attention, so I'm going to put you over here and slam this down into your life and to wake you up." And so all experience happened for one purpose only, and that's to expand our awareness. So no matter what happens in your life, it's an opportunity for you to say, who am I in this situation? Am I going to claim my power, or am I going to just shrivel up and just be in fear? So you can experience joy only by remaining faithful to the truth within your heart. All right, so this is my journey, on my spiritual journey. So your primary freedom lies in learning from the experience that come your way. All right, so like I've said before in the previous weeks, there are probably some of you here that came because you were looking for answers, that your life was not exactly what happened, what you thought it should be, and you didn't know what to do. And so just like Dorothy, I got dumped into a situation, and I'm like, what am I to do? And that's when I found the center. That's when I was led to the center. Like I said, I came from, I had to be in Oregon for somebody to tell me that this is where I needed to be. And so on my journey, this is my journey of ministerial school. So when I was I took all the classes, I was looking for answers, and I never even intended to be a minister when I was taking my classes. I just wanted to learn more. And in my class was Reverend Marion Whiteman. Now, Reverend Marion Whiteman had heart issues. She had a little pacemaker, and kind of like the Tin Man who thought, he didn't have a heart. Reverend Marion, any of you who know Reverend Marion, she is all love. She has the biggest heart out of anyone that I have ever met in my life, and I was so blessed that she was in my class. And then for those of you who still remember Reverend Bill was here, left us about 5 or 6 years ago. and on to his next adventure. But he was probably one of the most intelligent people I've ever known. He knew Troward like nobody knows Troward, and the way he taught, and he was brilliant. And he had that engineer's mind, the way, the way it worked. And he was absolutely brilliant. And then we had Dr. Joe in my class. And Dr. Joe is anything but a cowardly lion. If you know Dr. Joe has so much courage and is not afraid to speak his mind. Ask anybody in our organization, they will tell you that. Or anyone who has ever worked with Dr. Joe knows that he is pure courage. And I was so blessed to have them all in my ministerial class. And this is Dr. Tom Costa, for those who don't know. He was the wizard. He was this divine intelligence, this instructor that really taught us about these teachings and really opened and touched so many lives, even people that are still here that still remember that day. And so when you give up trying to make your life work the way you think it should, you can be open to receive spiritual guidance from within. And so that's what happens in our life when we stop trying to control situations and just be in that place of love, that place of knowing that we are part of this magnificent universe and that each one of us is so important. It changes our life. So some have the false sense of security that once they have found this teaching, their lives will be euphoric and problem-free. It's not that way, people. It can be, but it's like, today my back is really sore, but that's not what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on you. And so we know that things happen in our lives, but our God is bigger than what we perceive as challenges. They are opportunities for us to step into our power, to be these magnificent beings that we came here to be. It doesn't mean that you come here and we just sit here and go, and everything is fine. We have to do the work. We have to do our spiritual work. We have to connect with Spirit. We have to develop this relationship with Spirit. Because we have witches in our lives sometimes, right? Right? That witch, she was just causing obstacles for Dorothy, but Dorothy said, I am not going to let that witch control and determine my fate, right? Do any of you have witches in your life? Amen. We are not letting those witches and whatever other names you want to call them stand in our way, right? Or the monkey mind. Okay, how many of us have a monkey mind where these thoughts keep talking to us and telling us, oh, you're not going to make it. We're just on that little wheel. We're running. And that monkey mind is coming after us with its thoughts. We have to take control. We have to surrender. Surrender, Laura. Surrender to trying to control everything and just be. Be that love. Be that divine energy that we came here to be. We are powerful. We are, the great Oz was doing things with smoke and mirrors and so forth, but we are doing it with our consciousness, with who we are. It's effort versus effortlessness. We don't have to put the effort. We have to take action, but we're the ones that say, oh, that's a lot of effort. Or we can do it with joy. We can do it with purpose when we're moving forward. Life is either resistance or surrender. These are the only choices. Resistance leads to suffering. Surrender leads to bliss. Now, that doesn't mean we're doormats. It doesn't mean we just fall over. But what it means is that we release to that higher power. We let go knowing that Spirit is really in charge and that we are guiding Spirit by what our intentions are. What energy are we putting out there? Are we putting fear or are we putting that divine love? And so the kingdom of God is within. It's just like at the end of the story, you know how Dorothy found her slippers. She always had the power to go home. And that's it. What we find in this teaching is that we have the power to create the lives that we want. We have the power to move forward, not to have these witches or monkey mind take control. What are you doing to change your life? Are you doing the work? Like my little worksheet that I gave out a couple weeks ago. How are you working on those? Unskilled people must rely on manipulation and control. Skilled people find it easier to surrender and trust. Our mastery gives us freedom we could not have without it. All right, so unskilled people, people who are in fear, try to manipulate you, try to control you, or you try to control them. Have you ever tried to control a little 2-year-old? It's impossible. Right? Because they have a mind of their own. Think of them. They're just, think of my little granddaughter, and she's just learning how to walk now. There's no stopping her now, you know. The only thing that stops her is when she falls. She doesn't know how to get up yet. I know that feeling. I have that problem myself. But skilled people find it easier to surrender and trust. So when you really work these principles of science of mind, what you do is you do surrender. You set your intention, you know where you're going, and you know that there is this divine intelligence, this loving presence that is just waiting for you to give it direction. But not from a place of fear, but from a place of love, from this place of knowing who you are, knowing the power, knowing that that seed, that divine seed that we've been talking about is there within you. So love is freedom. Be the presence of love in the world. That is what you are. Everything else is an illusion. And so what I want to do now is I kind of want to recap. I want to, again, I love this picture because I heard this quote from Greg Braden. He said that feeling, what causes feeling is thought and emotion. And, you know, when we set our intention and, you know, we talk about how powerful we are, where that power comes from is your heart. We think it's our brain. We think it's our brain that's controlling our lives, but it's the energy. We have the thought of what it is we desire, and we see it, and then we have a feeling like, oh my God, that would be so fabulous. That's the life I want. And then when you have that feeling, that energy comes into your heart, and it goes out, and it affects you know, we think that there's all this empty space around us, but the truth of the matter is it's all energy. And what Greg Braden was talking about, he was talking about, remember how when we went to school, they showed atoms look like a little universe with everything rolling around? Well, now it's the wave. They're talking that really energy is the wave, and it turns into a particle when that focus, our thoughts are what create matter. And so listen to this, our heart sends out into this magnetic field, the matrix, as they say. Our heart is 100 times stronger in the energy that it sends out into the universe. And then it's also 5,000 times stronger, the magnetic energy, which means we're here in this universe with unlimited possibilities. They're out there. Your perfect health, your abundance, everything is out there. But what your heart is sending out is the energy that makes that possibility take form. Does that make sense to you? Because it's just energy. That energy, when you focus on something, then it turns to particles. It's that magnetic energy. So we are the creators. We are so powerful. in what we're focusing on, what we are bringing about. Collectively, can you imagine us sitting here and just sending out that love and that peace? How powerful that energy is going out in the universe. Never think that what you think about, what you talk about, what you feel is not having an impact on the universe. Because the truth of the matter is we are all connected. We are all connected. So what you're feeling is affecting everybody. And what they're feeling is, but here's the good thing, is that love is stronger than any negative energy. So if you think, oh, well, somebody might be thinking negatively about me and then that will affect me. No, love is the most powerful energy. So I want you to imagine, like I said, there's this force field around you when you are in that state of love. Nothing can penetrate that. Now, that doesn't mean you don't see things out here that may appear negative, but it doesn't have to impact you. You don't have to live in a state of fear. What is it we could possibly be afraid of? What could we truly possibly be afraid of? Nothing can really hurt you. You are eternal beings. You are eternal beings. You came here right now at this time to make a difference in the world. The world needs this consciousness, needs your love, needs your awareness of who you truly are. And so what I want you to take back from this weekend is that knowing of who you are, claiming your power, claiming your perfection, claiming and knowing that you are making a difference in the world. It's not an accident that your house landed here, right here in Oz. You are here to wake up and to remember. That's why we are here. And I know many of you have already done that. And I know that many of you here are already changing your lives. And the wonderful thing is, like with John McCain, yes, I was really sad when I heard that last night. But I got this picture right away. It's like when my dad made his transition, I got this picture that all his brothers and sisters that had gone on before him and his parents were there welcoming him with loving arms. Dr. Tom used to say that when you're born, you're brought into this world and they welcome you with loving hands and loving arms. And that when you make your transition on the other side, they're welcoming you with loving arms also. So there's nothing to be afraid of. We are eternal. We are magnificent. If you are here right now in this life, in this world, you have a divine purpose. And your purpose is to be love. That's all. Just to be love and to see that love in everybody that you come in contact with. Because as you do that, that energy that you are sending out into the universe is making a difference. You are making a difference. Thank you. It's been fun this month. I love you all. Namaste.
We're going to miss you because Dr. Joe comes back. Oh, gosh. You just feel so good just knowing the truth of who we are. This is the offertory part of our service, so I would like to invite the ushers to come forward to join me. And you allow our center to thrive and to be here every week and to offer all the wonderful things we offer to the community. So what you give today supports us, and we appreciate what you can do. So anything that you can give to us, we're most appreciative. Those of you that are live streaming, there's a place for you to be able to give as well, and we appreciate that you're joining us today. And also, if you want to text your tithe, the information is behind me. So do I have everybody up here? All right, very good. Let's say our prayer together. And if you want to put your offering on your heart or just your hand on your heart to join us in the consciousness of knowing of our good, let us say together, I offer this gift with joy and gratitude. I receive freely and give freely, knowing the law of circulation is working perfectly in my life and the life of this center. How can you not love your life after singing that? I would like to introduce Laverne. Laverne has been coming to the center for quite a long time and has been in the science of my teaching for decades, yes? Tell us a little bit just about what you love about the teaching, the center.
Well, it keeps me going, it keeps me stronger, it keeps me living and loving a beautiful life, and I am truly thankful.
Yeah, she's an amazing woman, too, I can tell you. Thank you. Well, I thank you for all that you have given to our center today. So let's bless this wonderful gift that you've given us as we say. We bless this collective offering and receive it with gratitude, knowing it is spirit in action. As this currency flows through our center and beyond, it blesses many lives, including my own. And so it is. Beautiful. Thank you. Either way, you can go back to there. You go. Okay, and now we have our announcements, so here we go.
Do you love to sing and would like to bring joy to others? If so, you're invited for an informational meeting about Desert Threshold Choir on Wednesday, August 29th from 1:30 to 3 p.m. The choir sings bedside for those in hospice or confined by illness or accident. For more information, please contact Jean Terrell Wright by phone or email. Give the gift of love and joy through music. It's never too early to begin planning and discussing prosperity. In fact, mark your calendar and join Dr. Joe as he leads one of the most sought-after and most popular programs offered, Prosperity Plus. This is a 10-week financially transformational course beginning October 1st. Dr. Joe will be offering both a 9 a.m. and a 6 p.m. class. There is a small class fee of just $56, and the rest of the class, the fee is based on the principle of tithing and the law of attraction. If you're ready to turn your prosperity fountain on high, call the office today to sign up, or flyers are available for more information. She has made the spiritual journey on more than one occasion, and now you are invited to join her on one of the most life-moving trips you may have ever experienced. Pilgrimage to John of God with Reverend Laura Shackelford, leaving Sunday, May 12th and returning May 25th, 2019. For more information, pick up a flyer in the foyer or contact Reverend Laura. This trip has the power to change everything. Have you joined in yet? You're invited. It's interactive. We discuss relevant topics and give spiritual guidance. It's CSL Daily Live. Spirituality is a 7-day-a-week lifestyle. And now Reverend Laura, Dale Olansky, and William Conway take topics and your question weekdays at 1 p.m. on the Center for Spiritual Living Facebook page. We look forward to seeing you there. Fellowship and friendship with others not only creates stronger community, it is like a wonder drug for our souls. So before you leave and conquer the rest of the day, join us for coffee and conversation in Costa Hall immediately following service. And hey, make a new friend. See you in Costa Hall. It's back to school time, just around the corner. It's Help for Kids Backpack and School Supply Drive. Help provide youngsters a great start to a new school year. Drop off your generous donations at the office. If you'd like more information about all the activities happening at CSL Palm Desert, please refer to today's bulletin.
All right, lots to do, right? Might be summer, but we're busy here. I think there's something, the prayer room? Okay. I know that we've got practitioners, there they are. Following services, we have practitioners and ministers over in our OM room, which is just across the way. And if you need prayer for anything you're going through, whether it's a challenge or you've just got some good stuff that you're ready to plant seeds for, they're there to pray for you. So just go over there, it just takes a minute, and your change will begin happening. They're that good at knowing your truth. And okay, that's it. So I'm going to pray for 15 minutes now since we're not, just kidding. We're a little early today. I could do it, but I'm not going to. I want to do gratitude now. I want to thank Jerry Lynn and our wonderful singers today for blessing us with such inspiring music. Thank you, girls. They're amazing. And I want to thank William and Barry and everybody in the back and Jeff for making everything happen here. Our technology, seamless, thank you. And I want to thank Reverend Laura Shackelford, our irreverent reverend, for blessing us with inspiration for all of August. And Dr. Joe will be back next week, so you're going to want to come for that, of course. And I want to thank the people that are in the office, Elizabeth and Julie and Steve, who do everything behind the scenes to make this a wonderful experience for all of us. And the practitioners and the ministers who hold the high watch for all of us, who bless us, who pray for us, who just know the truth about you and are here for you all the time. So if you ever need us, contact us. We're here for you. We have a pastoral care team that will minister to you if you're going through any kind of physical challenge and need our support. We are there for you. Well, I think it's time to pray and get you guys into the next part of your day. So I invite you to close your eyes and join me in consciousness, as we just allow ourselves to turn within and feel that invisible substance of spirit, that which gave birth to us, that which is the creativity that is within every single part of our being. And today is a good day to remind ourselves of who we really are, a divine expression of the One, to see ourselves as God sees us, to let go of all the old ways that we've been thinking, and to stand in the truth and to see that we have all the power of the universe at our beck and call. And so we know that that freedom that we cherish, that we thrive on, that is our divine right birthright, we go there and allow that freedom to express in every single area of our lives, knowing that we were not born here to be limited and stagnant. We were born to be continually evolving beings that stretch, that change, that evolve, that become new, wonderful, more powerful people, because Spirit planted within our souls the ability to do anything we choose to do in our lives. So we take this time now to connect, to be who we are at that soul level, and to change our thinking so that it resonates with the greatness of God. And so as we go into our week, we know that we are so blessed this week, that we see Spirit showing up through people that cross our path, through opportunities that come forward out of nowhere, for love that breaks through us, for the ability to see very clearly our life path, to say yes to God, and to be everything that we desire to be in this life without reservations. So knowing that everything unfolds rightly, easily, and effortlessly, with gratitude in my heart for being here today and knowing this truth with all of you and letting Spirit shine forth deep within us, greeting everybody who crosses our path so that we can pass that love forward on and on and on. And so knowing all is well in the universe, because the universe is a place of divine right action and order, I let go and I let it be, as we say together, and so it is. Amen. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon.